Hey, everybody. I didn't know doing that would start the show before I got here. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Learned something new tonight. Hi, Reason. Hey, old man. You guys beat me here. That's crazy. How y'all doing? Uh, Anybody here yet? I hope. Let's see. I got to do. Do. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, how's everybody going? Doing? Hey, Ken, how you doing? It's going pretty good. I've actually had a pretty good pretty good last few days. I'll show you guys here in a little bit what's all taking place. Some of you already got a little behind the scenes of what's taking place in here. I forgot to turn that stupid scanner down, but yeah. Now we kind of averted a little bit of a snowstorm here too. Reason we got a little bit of snow, but it didn't get a lot of snow. But the 45 to 50 mile per hour winds made it look like we got a lot of snow. I'll shut this thing off so we don't have any troubles tonight. So, yes, the shop has gone another under change. Slowly getting there. Had to have a talk with Squirrel today. Got her. I'm too bad Mama Bear ain't here to help, but and I learned something, and it kind of looks like I'm going to have the same problem again this week. Last week, I was kind of brought to my attention. People were making comments, and they were not seen. I went back and tried to see if I could see them in the replay. Well, I see the replay had been turned off. So if you guys are making comments or whatever, I don't know, comments or anything, try and make a comment, because I've noticed I've even gone in to check my other videos to see if anybody's made any comments, and I haven't had anything for 2 weeks. So I don't know if powers that be has messed with the messed with the channel again, or what's going on. But so if you were in here and have made comments and I didn't acknowledge you, I am sorry, because I didn't know it on my end. So I don't even know if it's working tonight. It just seemed my glasses are clean. So how's it going out your way, Ken? Okay, is this thing even working? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's working like it normally does. Okay. Reason, old man, then you get... Oh, there. Yeah, you're early tonight, Reason. Glad to see you. I don't know if old man's still here or not, but yep. Kind of gave Squirrel an analogy today of sorts. Most of you guys know I fight with depression and all that, and well, that's been a fight this holiday season like normal. So anyway, when I had it kind of pointed out to me years ago, and I kind of look at it this way, if you kind of take a look at how the shop's been, everything's been a mess this year. And I've been cleaning up. I've got the shop looking good, but as I told her, some of the problems are just pushed off to the side and stored somewhere else. So, and I think I got Squirrel to kind of understand what I was getting at. So, Yeah, I know. This spring I got a mess to do outside, but the more and more I clean around here, the more and more it's getting easier to throw stuff away. I've even got some stuff. The grandkids want to start having their own stuff. I got enough old 50-cent pliers and all that I'm going to put in a little shed for the grandkids. And it's going to be one of those things, as long as they don't lose it where we mow, that's fine. If they lose it, it's lost. No big deal. But at least give them some tools to use and learn how to use and respect and take care of. So, but otherwise, yeah, shop is, well, for the most part, basically I'm down to taking care of this office area and the east wall. And he's probably only 30. What's 30? I guess. Hey, old man, there you are. Some speaker magnets under there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Boy, when I started cleaning up this farm one time, I was mowing out back where there used to be a fence, and I was going through the grass, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see the grass slithering. I'm like, what in the world's going through the grass? Then I looked down and realized, oh, crap. And about the time I went, oh, crap, it was a little too late. I wrapped up about 100-foot of barbed wire in the mower deck. Yeah, that didn't come out very easy. Even with taking the blades off, I still ended up using the cutting torch to get the wire out of there. Hey, Royal, how you doing? Yeah, so that was quite the mess that time. I don't know. I am not sure Mama Bear's watching. I know she went to try and watch last weekend, and oh yeah, old man in the shop's only 30 now. Okay. I'd like to go back to about being 30. That's good. But yeah, kind of got stuff rearranged in here, and it's gonna kind of getting ready to start getting stuff together. Kind of get going back on the things. No, our snow well, we got some snow drifts that are taller than the pickup already, but it's not deep snow. It's just where the sheltered areas were. It drifted up pretty good, so could dig some good little snow forts. But the problem is the skunks and the coons and I think I seen coyote or fox tracks in here today chasing rabbits. Oh no! Whoops, that's a little too deep. Whoops. Oh no. That's when you shut the machine off, hang up your bib, your apron, go over, shut the lights off, lock the door, and go home. VW Golf? I don't. Oh no. Oops. The kids are doing good. Oh, you got a hole in one tonight? Yeah. Wrong kind of hole in one, but oh, I tell you. Oh. And probably on top of it, probably custom made, and that's the only set of them. Oh man, that would make for a short night and a long week. Hey, as the old saying goes, it's only money, right? uh, oh, oh, oh. I see why I went home and got in the beer. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, it almost sounds like maybe they made the pistons wrong, because if he thought he had enough material there to fly cut them, unless something went wrong with the machine, I don't know. But what did I do? No, I don't want to do that. Oh. Back down on the camshaft lift, yeah. Oh man, what did I do? I bumped something now. Hey Matt, how you doing? Why did there? Now I can see everybody again. Yeah, if you got to start fly cutting, that's a little bit much lift, huh? So how's everything going out there in Rockford there, Matt? Yeah, it just, wow. Oh, not bad for that old Bronco. Not bad at all then. Cool. Yeah, Matt, if you guys been following around, he's got a buddy of his old Bronco. The old school Bronco, old carbureted. And he's been trying to get her going again, so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of adopting the philosophy. If I haven't used it or seen it, I'm just kind of boxing it up and putting it in the semi trailer, and then next spring I'll go through it and have a nice little bonfire. Oh, it just got the phone charging. And anyway, let's see. Well, let's see. We got six people in here, I guess. Got 5 likes in that. Hey, battery's charged up, so yeah. Hey. Must have been a hollow dome then if you cut through it. God, you would think at 200,000 you would have had room. I wonder if I just realized I'm going to check before I go. I haven't seen or heard nothing from Camper Mike. I just realized that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, I miss the old carbureted motors. But anyway, let's see. Like I said, a few of you had a little behind the scenes look, and it even changed since I took those pictures. Here's coming out of the office now. What's missing? Oh, it's clear back over there now. Yeah. I can come out. And Squirrel's out here and helped me a little bit today. She goes, Dad, you can almost get a car in here to do oil changes or some repair work on. I said, I could, because basically, well, that pile of stuff there, all that is going to go out to the trailer. No, shop cat. All that stuff's going to go out in the trailer and get sorted later. Some of that's metal that I've been storing on the bench for too many years, but shop cat's being lazy. He's over here. There you go, Reason. Babes, they're saying you're being lazy. You made your bed and that, didn't you? You pulled the blanket down and made a bed for yourself, huh? Anyway, yeah, being that everything's on wheels, if I needed to get a car in here right now, I could just roll everything to this end. It's cold. He sleeps a lot when it's cold. I can actually roll all this to the other end of the shop and get to it. And this here is now, I've got engine mounts, alternators, distributors, all the parts, except for what's on the motor now, this is all set up to go with this and to have specialty parts. I found some old brackets, and here's something not many people have seen. Oh, not that. There's one that not many have seen anymore. Dang right. There's a turbo 350 cable shift for transmission. Here's an old one that's getting hard to find. The old 4-barrel throttle bracket. So I've got all that stuff. And when I take the motor off, all the pieces, parts will go into here, so no more looking. No more scrounging around. And here's kind of my philosophy here. Valve facers there. This area will be for cleaning up, doing seat work. As I move down, get onto this end of the bench, assemble the heads, and since I basically build the motors on this side of the end of the shop, get them down here, they'll have a nice clean place to sit and turn around, set them on the motor, because wheel it up there. And so, yeah, but like I said, a lot of this is just going to get pushed out. That's an old starter alternator tester. I've used it a few times, but haven't used it enough to justify leaving it in here. So, but yeah, we're getting there. I mean, have you guys ever seen this shop this clean? Like I said, basically the west wall, and I got to go through the shelf over here too. But basically it's from that black toolbox down the east wall in the office. I got to go through it, and we'll be able to do stuff in here. Get back to, I mean, right now I can get to the metal cutting saw, the welder, tubing bender, because I got some stuff, and I want to get the grandkids taught how to weld and everything, start them young, so as they grow up, they can possibly have a career in welding or something. But yeah, it's taking forever to get done. But I guess I kind of feel a little discouraged because I got to pile everything by the door. And then we got to go through a hassle to get that trailer open. But I think I'll just go down this east wall this week, make a nice big pile, one more big final push, and then we're getting back to work. So I'm aiming for the first year, hopefully, to be welding something. Well, I'm going to build another engine stand, one for LS run stand, and get that built. I've got somebody that does want a run stand. I'm going to get that built. So I think I've got enough metal to build two. I think. Get those built. But oh yeah, that's another reason I haven't done that. I'm going to have to build a small welding table in here too. So, so I've got some welding projects coming up. I got a little bit of everything that hopefully this next year we can get going and doing again. And I guess I don't know where I would put a welding table in here. Well, it'd have to be on wheels. Another project that would be on wheels. Thanks, Royo. I mean, we're trying to get this shop back. It's amazing how you put stuff up against the wall, how much of a difference it makes. So, but yep, all I can do. Had on planned on doing this a couple, 3 years ago, but I guess everything has its timing for things happening, and I guess it wasn't time, and hopefully now is the time. So, and now the old shop cat, he's doing good. His tail's healing up very nice. I think the hair's finally starting to grow on again. Reason. Hey, John, how you doing? Oh, I mean, until I cleaned up this floor and as much as I vacuumed up, I didn't think this place was dirty, but it was dirty. And that just also got me thinking, and I'm really thinking about building on I've got some rafters and that I think I had enough to go 14 by 20 or 16 by 20 or something like that. Clean room for this, for building these motors and that. So I don't know. Might be a little sawdust flying this year. Asking the secret to read. Oh, what's going on with you, John? Or did you mistype that? Yeah. Hey, babes, what's your reason? Hey, babes, what's your secret to getting your hair to come back? he don't listen. But, and then I got some. All right, Sheila. I'll send the snow down to you. Had some bolt bins that Mom Bear got me a while back. I finally got a shelf cleaned off on that, and I've been putting all the specialty stuff. It happens to all of us. Well, we got a little box. We'll put that here. We'll remember where it is. Turn around, say, look, and where's the box at? Out back, I got snow drifts that are probably about 5 to 6 foot tall, 20 to 30 foot long already. Up here in the place, I'm not, knock on wood, putting that semi trailer where I did, I think helped change the way the wind blows through here. I hardly ended up with any snow here in front of the shop or here in the yard where I park. So might have changed the dynamics on how the snow blows in here, and won't have to worry about it this winter, hopefully. Oh, okay. You're all over the place lately. I've seen you in town here, and now you're up there. It just yeah. Let's see. Camper Mike can't even see my. I hope everything's okay with Camper Mike. Ah, I even forgot I got that Tecumseh motor. I should get looking before they're obsolete if they aren't already. I need a carburetor for that Tecumseh that I rebuilt years ago, and then I could use that on something. you know the reason that I found out, I forgot I even had it. I've got a hydraulic pump here. I forgot all about that. It's pretty bad when you got this stuff and you forget what you have. I don't think this chat's working. I don't know. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, John. Didn't realize that. Okay. No, that's for like a boat lift, dump box trailer, or something like that. I think this pump creates three or 4,000 psi. I can't remember. Well, hopefully it works out for you, John. So yeah, that was to a boat lift, like where you for the lakes where you float in and then you lift up. Place 12 miles west of here builds those. Wood splitter? You looking for one, or you? I don't. I don't have one. I need to get a good chainsaw so this summer I can cut up a bunch of those down trees I got and have some campfire wood. Because this summer I'm going to be out trying to enjoy the outdoors and do the get together in June. Have some firewood for doing that. Just a second, I'm going to turn that down. There we go. That shouldn't make any more noise. Okay. Oh, we gotta use it as a. Oh yeah, use that as a wood splitter. Yeah, that would work. Probably work. Yeah, it came from Midwest there. I don't know. Any of my other moderators seem like this chat and that's working right. I wonder if YouTube throttled me back. Camper Mike hasn't even seen the message I sent him, so I'm kind of getting a little. Hopefully everything's going good for him. Okay. Guess there's not a lot of people talking tonight, I guess. So how's the Dakota coming along there, old man? Okay, Ken. Getting any progress with the Dakota? Oh, sure, this kicks on. I haven't touched it in a week, huh? Yeah. Oh, how's the 3-year-old doing? Checking to see if my numbers come down earlier. I was started out the day good and forgot to take my insulin, and yeah, 398 when I checked earlier. Now I'm down to 204. I'm going the right direction finally. Yeah. I know Sean. I was talking to Sean earlier. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance or not. He's sick. He hasn't done anything for 2 days, he said. He's got the flu or whatever. Oh, okay. No, that would be the old man in the shop's working on old Dodge Dakota, John. Yes, thank you. I don't know if anybody caught that last week at the end. That ground repair on the oldest, it would be my oldest daughter, Tiffany. That ground repair on that has fixed it. She says it's running better. She's getting better gas mileage. And no service engine light has come on since I done that repair going on 3 weeks ago. That's just an old Dakota little Dakota he picked up and was fixing up and finding out most of the parts are already obsolete for that, John. It's clear down in the Carolinas. So yeah, her reduced engine power and evap, all her engine codes gone. Haven't come back. There you go, John. We told you. So I'm happy with that repair. So I'm going to try that with these two trucks. I'm having intermittent issues with the brakes on. See if that helps clear up that problem. But it's got to get a lot warmer. It's only like 2 degrees here right now. It's cold. And I think we're heading for 19, 20 below by the end of the week. Let's see. I looked at that earlier. Let's see. Refresh. Ooh! Friday, Thursday, minus 15. For the high, the low, minus 9. Our nighttime lows are minus 15, 14, and 10. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we're going to have a heat wave come Tuesday, 27 and 22. Yeah, that's cold. That's going to be cold. Okay, the 17th there are not circus codes. You've had. Speak of the devil, and he shows up. Hi, Sean. Oh, come on, old man. I'll send you a little cold weather. 17th are on the code. Is it losing any oil? You might want to take an inspection camera if you find one and see if you can snake back. Well, on the 17th, the NOx sensors are in a different spot. They're not in Lifter Valley. That's not good. If it was an older 5.3, I would say your NOx sensors are either floating in water or oil. Okay. Yeah, it's no fun. When I woke up this morning, I was covered in sweat and didn't feel the greatest. I didn't know if we were going to have a show tonight or not. But squirrel, I think, exposed us to 24-hour flu about 3 days ago, so it didn't hit me today. Or last night, whatever, but doing good now. So since I didn't feel good, I didn't stay around Mama Bear in case she hasn't caught it. I didn't want to get, yeah. So I come out here and hid. Didn't put squirrel to work. She helped me slide that valve grinder assembly across the floor. I can tell where the floor has been walked on and worked on. Not good. Stuff slides good. You get to the areas like along the wall there, not much traffic. That concrete's got some grip. It holds stuff. Ended up having to get a pry bar and get it underneath that cabinet to walk it back in there. Flashes and clears itself. Oh, that's an interesting one. Valve cover, the PVC system is plugged on it. Fought that. Those little motors like that. The PVC system gets plugged and it'll either plug to where the motor won't run or it'll plug until where it sucks all the oil into the intake. Yeah. Maybe not. Dang it. Oh, here's another one for you guys. I know we've had a couple of vehicles with intermittent misses, and I come across a TikToker. I wish I could remember the guy's name so I could give him credit for it. If you got an intermittent miss that comes and goes and you cannot find it, this might be the new possibility for an intermittent miss on these computerized vehicles. I got a buddy that's done the coil, spark plugs tune up, this, that, everything else, and they still can't get rid of the miss on those certain cylinders. They've even gone as far as replacing the fuel injectors. And they are gas motors. Well, this guy on TikTok got checking. He had an ambulance he was working on, and they kept showing a code for intermittent miss on number two, but it always like your knock sensor would clear out. Couldn't find it. So he finally got the okay to do the tune up to it, and he said for some reason something told him to check the spark plugs, and he said they weren't very old. Started doming out the spark plugs, and I said good. And as he going through his video, spark plugs should ohm out about 5.2, 5.3 or something. Well, and that set that he took out, and it was a name brand that he always used all these years. Come to find out, the plug that ohmed the highest was the one on number two that had the miss. That plug ohmed out at 8.5, 8.7, and that set that he took out was ohming out at 6 something. 6. It was high. He wasn't happy. He went through 3 sets of spark plugs before he found a set that all 8 of them ohmed out between 5.2 to 5.4 ohms on that, and he put it in. He says, "Miss is gone." So now we got to start checking the quality of our brand new spark plugs out of the box before we can even roll them out now. So I guess from now on, before I put a set of plugs in, I'm going to ohm them out before I put them in. So this guy's going to try to check his truck. I said, well, pull it out. If it ohms out high, find a plug that doesn't ohm out high and put it in. It might fix the problem. So oh yeah, the DOD crap, yes. Let's see, who's this? That DOD, that stuff sucks. Yeah, when I had worked on Squirrel's Acadia, in which that's the same motor as those Equinoxes and that, and we had that reman motor eating oil, they tried blaming the valve cover. I said, no, it's not the valve cover. So now it's made me wonder on some of these motors I've had a little bit of a fight with. I guess, like I said, hey, I don't know where that's at right now. There you go. Now here's something that I really thought I was going to use the holy heck out of, and that seeing them at the county fair here because they kind of started around here, and it's these things. You can put a ratchet on there, it's extended the reach to get in the tight place. And I thought I was going to use the holy heck out of there. The couple of times I've used it, it's been a lifesaver. But it's another one of those tools, sets up in the toolbox and looks pretty. And that's kind of where, we got tool sets with 4,000, 5,000 pieces. And, you really get working on cars. Do you really need 4,000 pieces of sockets and everything to work on this stuff anymore? No. Oh, there's a 1/4-inch drive version of that? Yours only made it to 12,000? Wow, man. Yeah, I guess I'm not doing enough car work or anything. But I didn't know they had a 1/4-inch drive version of that. Cool. I mean, I've even cleaned up so much in here now. I can almost roll this table around and use it like it's supposed to. I just got to remember where I put everything. That's the worst part, to remember where everything went. Let's see. Uh, oh, yeah, okay. Wondered why I had so many things on there. Mama Bear, she's doing pretty good. The only problem she's kind of had is walking on ice. She's overcompensating, and she knows she's pulling on her muscles, but she can't. And she's not comfortable enough to take the stride. She is walking without the cane now, so she's doing good that way. Kind of having, and she like she says, she knows she's been out of whack for so many years. She's been having muscle spasms or cramps or something in her one hip now. Uh, all they had her out of whack for so many years. It's going to take it probably a year or so to get better. Oh, okay. Yeah, experimental. Yeah, it wasn't broke. Quit trying to improve it. Go back to the old V8s. Yeah, yeah. I gotta. Well, like I said, I got to get it cleaned up and then get weather. Hey, Paul. Good morning to you over there, and good night here. It's just hopefully you have a good day over there. There you go. Uh, I want to use that Eastwood sander I got in that wide pad to clean up the tubing for that next engine stand build. Next one's going to have electric fan and an aluminum radiator on it. So that'll be good to go with those 5.3s, especially if I wire the electric fan in to run with the wiring control for the 5.3s. So, yeah, I hate to say it. I guess if you want to keep making money, I'm going to have to move on to some of this 5.3 stuff. Don't really want to, or this LS stuff. So how's everything going over across the ocean, the pond there, Paul? Well, you know that displacement on demand, that's kind of a strange thing to have. We're not driving sandblasting machines, where they take the inline six, run it on three, and run the other three cylinders as their compressor part. And they got to put oil separators on there. So, I mean, you shut off a cylinder, what do you think it's going to do? Ah, okay. Sure. Oh, that's good. What's your our temperature here, right here in Iowa, in the U.S. is 2 degrees. Are you guys in the middle of your winter over there, or what kind of temperatures you got over there, Paul? I think it's so neat by doing this. We can talk all the way around this marble and make friends and have fun and kick back. Yeah, the oil's going to go. Yeah, I still say a good old 4-barrel carburetor, as long as you kept your foot out of it, was the best thing on gas mileage. 32 or 23 out there for you, Sean? Oh, wow. Trade you, Sean. Uh, 41? I'll take that. I'll be outside working. Nah, not really. Let's see what else we got going on. Got another yard light I want to get put up. 33. You have to put a long sleeve shirt on. Well, man, I'm wearing a t-shirt yet, and probably the lightest damn sweatshirt I got, and I still go out in it. And I wonder why I get cold so bad and probably ache so bad. Oh, man. Yeah, the 406 is just still sitting over there. I guess that's what kind of led to the 406 is kind of at a standstill for right now. So I figured, nope, can't work on that. Can't finish up anything else right now. So time to reorganize and redo the shop. And it's starting to pay off. No, you're not staying in no snowbank. You're up to 13. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're supposed to be, by the end of the week here, Paul, we're supposed to be down to minus 15 for a high and minus 9 for a high and minus 15 for the low during the night. Oh, you think so? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I got to drag this stuff out, put it over by the door, too. Clean up this spot, have another. Maybe a good place to put the shop back. Hey, babes. What are you doing over there? Keep that weather. Nah. Come on, I want to share with somebody. Let me send it somewhere. I don't want to have it all. Hey, let's send them back up to Canada. They should know what to do with it, right? Yeah, I'm going to walk over here and see how. Found some old batteries for the old Yeller stuff and try charge them up and see if they actually work. Let's see, set you guys right there. Let's see. Well, they showed that they charged. Let's see if they actually work though. Or see if they hit the button and go, good. Let's see. Let's see. That's a 14. Let's see if my 14 battery actually works. Okay, that one worked. That's another 14. I made these when I was repairing. I bought the anvils, put them in there, and these were the handiest things I did. 18. Let's see if the 18 volt works. Hey, 2 batteries for 2 so far. Oh, dropped something. And let's see. Try. I haven't used these in a long time. Most of my 18 stuff I use with the adapters now. Okay, well, there's 2 for 2 so far. And got some 12s. Another. I bet you this one won't. I remember when I got that one. I bet you that one won't work. But all charged up. Let's charge up. I mean, this is kind of nice to have this. Again, like here I said, wife got me these years ago. Now I'm putting all the specialty stuff. And I even got some seals. Now I know where my valve shims are. They're not in a box to get lost. So got my Persian blue up in here. Even found a set of push rods. I forgot another viewer, Jeremy from Colorado, sent. Just finding all sorts of stuff. So yes, good old quad jets. And I've got one sitting right up there. And the only thing I found is I swore up and down at one time I had, let's move this, 3 Edelbrock carburetors, and I can only find 2. Not sure what happened, but I'm down to 2. So I don't know if it's misplaced. Well, around here, nothing ever got misplaced around here, now did it? Boy, those lights are raising heck with my camera tonight. Yeah. Well, the shop's getting there. Even found this. Oh, that's built up. Oh, that's nice. Anyway. Diabetic stuff. Yeah, I had some angle iron that I figured out that had been laying up here for about 12 years. And 23 years ago, on the 22nd, 23rd of this month, will be when I turned on the power in this building. I got thinking, where has the last 23 years gone already? It just... So I guess getting 23 years out of a garage door was pretty good. She's starting to show her signs, but I guess, and what was it, last year or 2 years ago? Did the roof. I can't even remember now. But no, like I said, the 406 sitting there waiting for its fire up. Yeah. Built this and I was doing woodworking in here. I built some quarter sawn red oak doors that were a full 2-inch thick with an 1.25-inch insert panel in them. I mean, when I built, oh God, say 30 doors. I can't remember what it was, but I actually built 60 doors because I had to sandwich them together. I had to build a table to clamp these doors together and clamp them down and put them together. And when I got them sandwiched together, I couldn't hardly move them. And the guy he's like, yeah, I thought you'd be doing a little faster. I said, well, until these doors get fully assembled. Once they're fully assembled, there you are. So I finally weighed them. One of the doors, one of those quarter sawn oak doors I made, weighed 375 pounds. He says, you get them done when you get them done, because now we got to go back into the house and redesign everything. They had to go in and reframe. They already had the drywall work done and some of the trim put in for the doors. They had to go in and tear all the trim out, tear back into the walls, reframe them, rebrace them, reinforce them, and put ball bearing hinges on them in order for those doors to work. I'm ready to hear that 406 run too. Yeah, they ended up having to have special made ball bearing hinges put on those doors. And I said, since you're putting ball bearing hinges on, I said, you really need, because all I had to do is build them. They sanded them, finished them, did all the work. I said, whatever you do, make sure you take the sharp edge off the door. I said, he goes, why? I said, Think about it. Kids get mad. They slam doors. You leave that sharp, crisp edge on there. That's just going to be like a guillotine. Okay, so they went back. He says, yeah, point made. I said, I'd hate to find out that your kid slammed the door and took off his fingers or his hand because their hands because of the doors. He's like, good point. So, yep, they rounded everything. And those doors are still straight. He said they're still straight as the day I made them. The tallest doors I made were 9'6", and that was for his closet. They were 24-inch doors, 24 30-inch doors, 9'6" tall. That was fun to clamp up. God, I miss those days. Some of the jigs I made and some of the stuff, I mean, I had one buddy bring some wood in here. It was something. And we almost found out we almost killed ourselves working with that stuff. The sawdust off that one was very toxic and probably explains why he got very sick and I got a little sick. So I kind of miss having that sawdust around for floor dry here in the shop. Yep, those doors. But as of right now, the woodworking days are gone. I got enough stuff to do construction stuff yet. So, like I said, seriously thinking about putting a room on or building a separate building from the shop to have for finishing up motors. And actually, I'm thinking about building another building to put the run stand in and get that stuff out of here. So, teak, cedar, I want to say black ebony or something. It was some foreign wood that was brought in, and after we did a little Googling on it, he goes, yeah, we're going to stop working on using that stuff in here and doing what we're doing. Yeah. And the one thing I liked about when I did my cabinets, I built them as long as I could and in sections, which took out all those extra dividers. I mean, you get thinking about it, you start putting cabinets together, you're losing about that much cabinet space, and you do that down a wall, you've lost a whole cabinet. And they go in mounted up so nice. I mean, the doors on this one up here are not ones I made, but the cabinet is. I mean, all 3/4 inch wood. Coca-Cola. Oh, yeah. Made bearing. Yeah. So, yeah, this originally was my woodworking shop. Well, originally on this south of the end of the shop is my dad's old garage. And to save on taxes, went over the old foundation, which I won't ever do that again. It only took 20-some years for, and I guarantee you all these cracks, if I could lift this up, they're going to be exactly where the old ones were. And knowing that, and it's kind of sucky, because okay, there's the garage door. I moved it over a little bit. Right in this area, in the old slab, is the old pit. Yeah, there's a pit under there that was filled in. I've almost thought about coming in and cutting out and see if I can find that and dig it out and clean it out and have a pit, but it still requires crawling down and getting underneath. Lord knows what my dad threw in that hole. I probably don't want to dig it up anyway. Sean. Oh. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder what's going on with Camper Mike. Let's see if he's even seen. Nope, yes. Well, hopefully everything's going good. So, yeah. Yep, he did, evidently. Yeah. Oh. God dang it. What was the guy that went down to Nebraska? Chop Shop Underground or Underground Shop or anyway, I got that. I at first I thought that was going to be the cat's meow to have that starter alternator tester, and one of those things. I have to see what I can repurpose that into, or I don't know. But yeah, this is nice to see the welder out where it's not buried. The metal cut's on next to it. Oh, one day I was up at the machine shop and I said, "Hey, can I have that?" He said, "Well, it's broke." I said, "No, I just want it." There's a cylinder sleeve. I don't know what he was sleeving, but it was big. He managed to crack the sleeve to about there. And yeah, that'd just be kind of a should turn it into a lamp or something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was one big sleeve for something. Amazing you can put that metal in a block and save a block. Lawnmower cylinder. What kind of lawnmowers you got, bud? But yeah, I looked where that's cracked. I'm almost thinking, yeah, I could do a powder test, see where it does stop, and take the metal saw, cut it off below that, and I don't know, have to think of something to make out of that. Weed. That's a pretty big one. Weed eater. And then I found, oh, that's it. Fold that up. Let's see. And I found this little guy I forgot I made. I should finish it up. And it's one of the first things I played with when I got my plasma cutter years. What's the measurements? Good question, old man. Let's see. It is a. Dude. Holy crap. 4 5/8 on the inside, 13 inches long. The outside diameter is 4 15/16, according to the tape measure. But yeah, they went to press her in and she popped. Well, I don't see where it even had any press marks or anything, so not sure how it broke, but big something, yeah. Yeah, the old Vortec 350 piston there. And I learned too with the plasma cutter, don't cut aluminum. When you cut this, make sure you don't have good clothes on and control the splatter because, yeah, that aluminum gets onto everything, your shoes. Well, let's see. If I cut it off, let's see what would be salvageable. Possible. Okay, there it is. It'd still be a long. It looks like 10 inches might save it. That's a good. Now, Mama Bear's watching. She's probably going, I wish I could say something. And Camper Mike, you missed out if you watch this later. Oh, man. Well, so far, 4 out of 4, they're showing charging up. There are videos out of there, guys making wooden pistons, but they didn't coat them. They didn't run very long, but yeah, I have found that. I won't forget the first time, one of the times I was using this engine stand, I don't even remember what I was doing. For some reason, I had one of the heads off, and I don't know what I was doing. Still had the distributor and all that on there. I was bumping over, and next thing I know, she fired off and was running on 4 cylinders. That kind of freaked me out. It's cool. It's so tempting to reach down and touch that piston when it's going up and down the cylinder, but you know you're going to bust your hand when you do it. That's what I could do with all those pistons over. Yeah. Now, if I can keep going, get my hands on, I'd like to get my hands on a small grizzly metal lathe and a grizzly mill, and stuff like this would be fun, and doing some small other projects. Right now, I got my welder set up to weld 023 wire for like doing sheet metal work and that. So it's been a few minutes. Let's see if it's still got its power. Cool. When I started making these things, I'm like, I wish we would have had these years ago when I was at the racetrack. I've heard of guys doing that to motor, Sean. What's real fun is when you open up one and find it's 60, 30, 40, and they are flat top and dome pistons all in the same motor. And it won. Nobody could beat the guy. Yeah. I've seen a guy take, and he's from Russia. He took and cut all the counterweights off his crankshaft, basically made it looking like a camshaft. Figured, oh, that thing's going to shake like no other. He put it back together and ran it. It didn't shake hardly. It ran smooth. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But the motor lost its inertia to keep going. So, yeah, it just free revved, but there's just no inertia to make her go. You never seen anything like that in years? Well, I wonder if the guy that used to race around here did that, moved out your way then. Oh, yeah. One night a guy claimed the motor, and as it come up out of the car, he's like, I don't want it. And they're like, oh, you bought it. You could see the JB weld spread down the side of that 327. She had frozen broke that winter. And he cleaned her up, JB welded it shut, and ran until it got claimed. The block was broke. So some of these external cracks on motors, I've always wondered how they are, but it's like the father-in-law explained to me at that time. He says, if you've got a crack, you're not pulling evenly on the block. And he said, more than likely, he says, yeah, it's not leaking now, but as soon as you torque it up and that, after running it through the hot tank and that, he says, he's pretty sure it's going to open up and leak. I said, yeah, it makes a point, but like there, the guy never took the motor apart. He just cleaned her up and JB welded it over, and I think he probably had more in JB welding than the motor was worth. But it worked. I've got a 354 bolt main over there that's got the starter bolt holes really screwed up, but I don't know. Might end up pitching it. because the welding shops that we had around here that did that kind of repair are no longer around. Well, wasn't that Nick up in Canada? Nick's garage. Didn't he have? Ain't that the motor that he put in one of his cars that he's driving the test that they welded the block up and dyno tested it to see what it did and it held. So he put it in one of his cars and was going to see how it was going to do. I don't know if he's ever done a follow up to that or not. Well, they're still charging. That's good. Yeah. Getting all this stuff knocked out of here is good. Yeah, no, he was doing his Friday night shows and that, and I don't know if he's doing them anymore or not. Like I said, I go home from here and end up watching TV or falling asleep in the chair. So, but did have one thing I dropped on the floor a while back that was to one of mine. Never did find it. And I've got a feeling the reason I didn't find it in here was a keeper. And it was an offset lock. The lock, I guess. Yeah, I think it actually bounced and ended up on my pant cuff or something. And I walked out of here with it on that because I finished cleaning up the last area where that could have been. Yeah, no find. That makes sense. Yeah. Have them under pressure when you braise them. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, well, let's see. I didn't realize I had that later. Wow, that had to be. Wow, that 4-inch, 638,000 the inside measurement on that sleeve there, old man. That's a big piston. Bigger than a 454. Randy's 450. Oh, 1,050 horsepower? Holy moly. Next garage. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'd be real happy with that. But let's see. What were they putting that in there, old man? That's one of those you open the throttle and have the tanker truck with a hose hooked up to it. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah. I don't know where Camper is, Sean. I sent him a message and he hasn't even looked at the message. It did show he was active an hour before that, but haven't heard. So hopefully everything's okay. On reason that little cat that I saved from out here at the farm, she's the new house cat. She's doing pretty good. Ornery little fart. Named her right. Named her Chevy, and that cat's got some speed, and she found out she's got some springs. And I think she's part billy goat because she's climbing everything in the site. Yeah, the money spent on that garage would have been just cheaper to. Yeah. I see old Farm Truck and Asian are heading over to Australia again. Kind of hoping they bring back a second season of the Farm Truck and Asian show. That was kind of good. I got a lot of places to plow. Do you now, Matt? Aluminum block. They should have used a 400 block. Sean would have been right there and proud of that one. Holy crud, there's Camper Mike. Speak of the devil, and there comes his sidekick. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Well, that's good for you, Matt. Might have to hire some more trucks and get a big old crew going, huh? You were starting to make me worried, Mike. I'm starting to worry. Okay. I got one sitting 4 foot away from him, Sean. Would you like me to deliver it for you? Oh. Well, now Mike showed up. I wonder if Mama Bear is going to make any comments. So, how's everything going out there, Mike? Oh, you want to say hi to Mike too? Hey, babes. What? What are you, part dog? Really? You come to the whistle? Mikey's been sleeping until you got in here. As soon as I Camper Mikey, he got up. Driveways are kind of a pain in the ass, ain't they? Parking lots, you can just zip, 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 zip. Well, our high for later this week is -9 with a low of -15. That's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah, Mike, you connected to my cat. He's been sleeping the whole show, and as soon as you come in, next thing I know, he's standing over here looking for you. Oh, well, let's see. Where's the? That's right here in front of my face. Okay, that one's still charged up. Let's see if we brought this one back to life. I don't know if that one. Yeah. Oh, we're 3 out of 4 so far. Coming back to life. Nah, I'm sure this one's going to be the junk one. We'll try it. Huh. We'll find out. Yeah. I'll be done. Yeah, that's a pretty big truck to be trying to squeeze into the driveways and sharp bends and. It's where you almost need a crew to go around with a snowblower and do those. I think I'm going to go to the Carolinas. I've got an old Weld Impact too that I started out with. Oh, God. That's, wow. Didn't realize I was ever going to get to the age where I could start talking about stuff happening 10, 15, 20 years ago. But anyway, still got it. And at the time, I thought it was Cat's Meow, and then got some better ones. A Toyota pickup. Huh? Now you want a new Toyota. The frame's probably rotted out on them. Well, as the older I get, I now understand why a lot of people turn into snowbirds. The cold hurts, but at least the wind stopped. We had about 4 days of wind, about 45, 50 mile per hour winds. That was, I mean, it was 2 degrees when I walked out the house today and it felt warm. Well, Matt, I'm wearing a t-shirt. And that's non-insulated, almost see-through, single-layered jacket. That's all I wear. The green block is one I haven't decided if I'm going to actually turn it into a 350. It's machined to be turned into a 383. That's Buddy's. That's down southwest of here. And the orange one is the 5.3 that I'm getting ready to try and finish or get done by the end of the year, hopefully. And the red thing, that's toolbox. That's toolbox. So yeah, a lot of people wear layers. Yeah, I don't see how you can wear shorts all year round. Oh, but then, like you said, you don't get the temperatures we do. When I was in Florida in '92, just before Hurricane Andrew went through there and redesigned that place, uh, just blowed me away with all those open walled shops and see all these tools and toolboxes sitting behind a cage and no walls. That just kind of blew my mind. What do you mean by special distributor gear? All the camshafts and Vortex I worked on, we never had to put a special gear on it. About the only time you need a special gear is when you got a roller cam or a specific grind that you got to put a bronze on. If you're using the stock original GM cam, you shouldn't have a problem because I had a steel gear on it too. Huh. I don't know. According, I guess one of our engine builder buddies out west, he's on a farm and he was instructed that you cannot turn a crankshaft. Oh, you can't turn them. That makes them weak, makes them this and that. And like he explained to him, if you turn a standard crankshaft and you put the correct radius and do all your work to it, you're actually making it stronger. And they kind of a few keyboard wars, going back and forth. Oh, you cannot turn a crankshaft. Well, if that's okay, if that's the case, I've been doing it wrong. And I don't know how many hundreds of crankshafts we put out that were turned. 95, 96. I mean, I was working on the 96, 97s, 98s, Jerry, and I replaced plenty of gears and those with the roller cams. Didn't have a problem. Actually, I use those 95 to 98 distributors to make my oil pump drives out of for priming the motors. But that's even now. I got them all in that motor thing. Jerry, I worked on 95s. The problem I found out with some of the Vortex is when you go to a flat top cam, you have a little, and you put old school heads on them, you have a little trouble getting the damn correct push rod lengths. That's the only problems I've had. Late 95s probably was a roller. But but the early 95s probably were still flat tappet cams. I mean, the blocks were machined to be rollers, but they didn't really start putting the rollers in until 96. So now, after August 95, everything after that should have been a roller cam after that. But you said you're putting a 96 roller cam into the 95, so you're basically turning it into a 96. So distributor gear is not going to be a problem. Oh, hey, Tweet. I think you made a comment earlier on this, didn't I? Sorry about that. Come on. Where? I don't know where you went, Tweet. I thought I seen you make a comment earlier I missed, so sorry about that. Huh. Knife edge in the crank, yeah, or doing this thing right here. Fitting crank scraper to the block. This one I started and I got frustrated with it. By the time I got this, I think there's a manufacturer defect or something. These holes should have been a little further up here, because by the time I get these holes lined up to get to that, all of everything, they just sent me made it so long and cut it off and sent it to you blank. I got so frustrated with this one. I think I got one more around here. So I guess next time when I get one that I want to work on, I will sit there and, because yeah, by the time I get, if I remember correctly, but let's see, I get marks are gone. But I was going to be clear down into here where my finger is right there before it was going to start clearing the crankshaft. I don't know how many times I cut that off and it still didn't fit. Right. Nope, went by. I was going to say, oh, Mama Bear showing up, but went by. Sound like somebody driving slow with the headlights on. The rest belt, fluid film. It seems like to be the thing. WD-40 will evaporate and go away, but fluid film or something like that seems to work the best. But the way that some of this newer stuff's going, once it starts rusting, there's nothing left to fix. Okay. Oh, hey Thomas, how you doing? That seems too quick. That seems too quick. Put it back, didn't I? Yep. We got 3 out of 5. Let's see. I'm sure this one. Verdict. Does it work? That one's junk. Place your bets. Nope. Been a while since I used that. Let's see. I don't want that toss over the shoulder. I think that better. Come on. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're getting a. Oh, yeah, the shop cat. Okay. But yeah, the first battery. Yeah. 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 Ah, this one's a fail right out of the box. Already flashing. Let's see if it even twinkles. There's another one. We got one left to go out of this batch of batteries. It's a 7.2. Yeah, I've used them on off and on. Actually, I put that in my 406. But being on stock, I just hand tighten them and go. Excuse me. Hey, I missed the shop cat again for reason. Wow. Both batteries landed within a few inches of each other. Couldn't do that again if I was paid. All right. There and there. Oh, good. Now I can. Prices on those things. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown them that way. I should have thrown them that way. Oh, well. No, these are the old Nike. The Nike or whatever the heck they call them. These are old. These things are dated clear back to. Well, this one was made in Japan. Wow. 2014. That's an old one. This one here that come to life is dated. Oh, this one's made in Mexico. It's dated 2016. First two. Oh, there's no way this one's that old, is it? Oh, 2012. And this 14 volt is a 2010. So, yeah, they're the old Nikites. Good date. Yeah, the old nickel, yep. Oh, imagine that. I've got some. Well, where are they? Let's see. I can't make out there. Oh, my first small snap-ons that I bought, I think, are pushing 10 to 12 years old now. So, I've only, and I've got this used. I got this one used. Let's see if it even still works. Oh, it's did. Yep. It's supposed to have some batteries coming for this. I think all three of these. Yeah, that one's completely dead. Yeah, completely dead. Only one of these actually takes a charge. And as long as I use it, it does pretty good. Now, here's the stupid thing. This thing I forgot was even around here. Squirrel was little. Okay, so 20 years ago, I went and got some tools, and this was with it. I found it laying on the shelf. That's an Ultra Steel. I haven't used it in years. Found it, and I hit the switch, and it still had a little bit of a charge in it. Threw it on the charger. Its charger. It's been laying here because no, it can't be 20. Squirrel was little, so if she was 5, well, yeah, she's 16 years ago, and I haven't touched this thing. It's been laying on. This has been laying on the shelf for about 16 years. How can we talk about time like that? Wow. Anyway, yeah. I wonder if there's a date on this thing. Oh, no. Too cheap to even put a date on it. But yeah. That thing's still got a charge. More like a glorified screw gun. Oh, okay. Now, this old dog here, the only thing wrong with this one, I got it cheap, was the electric brake didn't work. And, well, the batteries wasn't, they worked, but they weren't the best at the time. And, yeah. So out of the DeWalt batteries tonight, I gained 2 18s, a 12 and a 14 volt back. Cool. And speaking of that, this one needs to be charged. And unfortunately, my smoke machine, that's why I got batteries coming for this one, takes that same battery. So since these don't hold charge, kind of makes it hard to use my smoking machine for finding stuff. And I got some intakes I got to smoke up to see where the leaks are. Still had a charge in it. Yeah, I found one of my old phones in the desk drawer, and it was still charged. I was like, really? When I was using it, you couldn't stay charged, but you've been laying in the drawer. Now you work fine. I don't even know if they make the 12 volt batteries anymore for the. That was a handy little gun, screwing cabinets and that together. Yeah, knock on wood. So far, all these work just as good as the day I got them. Now here, old man, what you put in there, and it's working great. Just a second. And it works just fine. Let's see. Let's see how this sounds in this one. This one's 2008. That's the old battery. That adapter there. 20-volt battery. Best thing they come out with. That little adapter right there. And at one time on the internet, I had seen where they were making adapters that you could run snap-on batteries on DeWalt, Makita's on this and that, but you can't find them. I haven't tried my skill saw with this yet, but yeah, those 18-volt skill saws, they'd kill a battery in a heartbeat. Yeah, that's what I was looking at it, thinking, maybe this year I might upgrade and get some of these again. Because there are times when you got this, it's a little bit too big. Well, actually, there's not much. I guess there is a difference. It's not much. I mean, but there's times that does make a difference. But yeah, but seeing the price of these things, I'm like, yeah. Even the price on the 20 volts is getting. Yeah. The Sawzalls were another good one to eat up the battery. But yeah, I haven't. Actually, I don't even know if I got an 18-volt saw left. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know a few guys have had trouble with Milwaukee, and Milwaukee's kind of a little bit. I don't know. A lot of guys are kind of starting to rebel against the Milwaukee's because they're not. Yeah. And most of these, like this one here, looking at the case and that. Oh no, this was that's 12. This one here. One time on eBay, I bought a box that had a bunch of clamshells, parts, and everything. And basically it was for everything I had. This is an older drill that I recased and remotored and rebuilt. And yeah, because it doesn't even have the meltings in the bottom for the date code. I had enough stuff to put this stuff together. Yeah, I used to do a lot of things. I used to fix a lot of that stuff. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, the stuff I want to get is if I get a chance to get anything new, it's going to be, well, like I said, a mill and a lathe. As a lot of this metal that I just took off the bench is nice round stock that would make good little parts and some tools. Where in the world did that go? Ha! I wonder what ever happened to my transmission holder I made. I worked on my engine stand. Huh. Oh, and that Eastwood blaster attachment I got looking for last week. Yeah, I put it away with the power washer. So, makes sense. So hopefully this summer we can get a different pump or up the pump or try another media with that to see if I can actually get that working this summer. Well, I wish, you guys know what this one is. I wish they would make the batteries for everybody because I'm having great luck with this brand. This year I used to, yeah. I haven't, well, like I said, this is old school stuff here. I mean, this is an old 12 volt that's got it's got the carbides in the chuck, so it really clamps down. Let's see how this one did. It says it's charged already. I can't remember if I had a partial charge on it or not. Let's see. It'll be okay yet. Put that one on one of my little 12 volt impacts. Let's see. Yeah, I made a 12 volt impact. Where is it? Here he is. Nope, that's the. Ah! Here's one I've turned into a half-inch drive, a little 14.4. Let's see. Anyway, here's his counterpart. This is the actual half-inch drive one, and this little 14.4 will out-hammer this half-inch drive one. Okay. 14. Tonight. I'll be darned. I guess no, that's the 1/4-inch drive. Yeah. Well, I guess I thought I had that's half. Lord knows what happened to it. I thought one time I had 3 of these, 2 14s and a 12, but I guess not. But anyway. Impact driver, that battery will work good. Drilling wise or cleaning wise, no. Jesus. Well, what do I got under here? I got to quit looking. A year already. Wow. Okay. I don't know if I knew where my little 7.2 driver is, we'd check that out, but according to that, why is this battery sitting back there? Is that one done? I don't know. Try that one. Anyway, yeah. No, Mike, it's just there's more stuff. I almost I almost need to have a garage sale and liquidate some. Kind of curious. I'm kind of curious, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get my own tester. I'm curious what I was talking about earlier now. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, no, I know where it's at. Would have been a snake, would have bit me. I'm kind of curious. There it is. I'm curious. We're talking about if you got a miss you can't find earlier. How another TikToker kind of come up with something. I'm interested to see. There it is. Let's see. Hey, battery ain't dead. Yeah, you got that right, Mike. Okay. Yeah, I got one. Okay, let's see what we get. I'll test it, make sure. It zeroes out. See zero. Well, yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on, Butterfingers. Shaking too much. Five. Oh, no, not 3.43. That one ohms out. I got to use one here. Let's see. Used one from the same set. 0.33. What the heck's going on here? Really? On the used one? Wait a second. What's going on here? That don't make sense. New one that's unused got more resistance than the used one. And it zeroes out. Okay. I got it on the ohm. Let's see. I haven't seen that in years. Where the heck is that? I haven't seen that old one in years. Where is it? Huh. Oh. Okay. Had an old Sears Craftsman one. That one can't be found now. See what this one says. Hey, see what this one says. I don't know where my old Sears Craftsman one went. Yeah, it looked like it was auto ranging on me, but common. I got an old sweep one, old little Sears Craftsman one. Now the thing about it, I haven't seen that. That might have disappeared in the break-in and just didn't realize it. Okay, that one zeroes out. Well, yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, auto ranging. It says right on it. I wonder whatever happened to my Sears. Anyway, I'll do some more checking on that and see what's going on. Cause, ouch. Maybe that's what I'm doing. This is not. Let's try the new plug. I don't know. Yeah, when I do that, it zeroes out just fine. Now, trying to read these plugs. Yeah. Not getting good contact on the plugs. It's just like, okay, there, had it. Anyway, that's just, I messed up. Ah! Oh well. Oh yeah, that battery can't be any good. It says it's charged already. I just put it on there. Anyway, yeah. Ooh, that one got hot. That's not good. Oh. Well, it'll work. But yeah, it just. I think I bookmarked that video. I'll have to go back and see what do you use for a tester? Well, the problem I found that some guys are having troubles. The batteries are not lasting, and the switches are burning out of the Milwaukees. From what I've heard. And if you don't buy your Milwaukee from a actual brick and mortar, and you buy it offline, you don't have any warranty. I just finally got Thomas's response. What's going on with this chat? Huh. Is this chat not working again? I know Thomas come in here quite a while. Okay. Okay. Well, that's like I said last week. That battery that was this old Nikon Snap-on's almost charged up already. I mean, once it's no, I mean, Milwaukee kind of started out strong and then they kind of fluttered. So hopefully they pulled their head out of their butts and got it straightened out. But I know the ones that I know that's had Milwaukee's had a little bit. I guess the other thing is they know if you buy it from like eBay or something, you have no warranty unless you buy it from a brick and mortar store like Home Depot or something like that. You won't have your full warranty. And another thing was they were telling you this and giving you a different amperage or something in the box. So they had some stuff mismarked or was done. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I don't know. They're all designed to do the same thing. Cost money and break down and need to be replaced sooner than what they should. I don't care. It's just kind of like our automobiles. It's getting to the point where it doesn't make a difference which one you got. It's all going to be a pain. Oh, Torque Test channel. Yep, I've watched him a few times. All right. Let's see. I'd fall too. Oh, now the electric brake works. Go on the video and tell them that your brake don't work and how it's working. Really? I've had this thing 3-4 years and electric brake ain't worked until now. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me. That's the only reason I kind of didn't like using it anymore is because it spin on it when the brake trying to do lug nuts and that. Oh my God. Okay. Jeez. Okay, that's interesting. Hell. No. Oh, yeah, that breaks it for quitters. That just. That was a kneecap. Ouch. Now, tomorrow, if I pick that up and the brake don't work. Oh, okay. Hopefully somebody knows what they're doing for you, Mike. It's too funny. I've had a little bit of everything over the years. You guys remember when this thing was really popular? Oh, crap. Hey, Casey. That's right. Come on. Okay. Not too bad, Casey. How you doing? So we finally got hit with a. Now the old drywall. So how you been, Casey? This one, this little grinder right here, it's a little Makita. This little Makita grinder here, it's an old 4.5-inch grinder. This little grinder caused me a lot of grief over the years with my dad. This is my dad's favorite grinder, and I'd use it, and he'd go looking for it, couldn't find it. It got lost a couple of times. Heck, even for a while, I think somebody stole it from me, but I bitched about it so bad. All of a sudden, one day it showed up again. So, yeah, this little Makita grinder was the very first corded grinder I ever used. I was scared shitless of this thing, and you notice there's no place for a handle. That's back before they put handles on here. Yeah, that little good one. You guys remember the old Black & Decker Professional line back when they used to have that? I still got that one. Got a little bit of everything around here. Oh, no, Casey. Yeah, I just yeah, they just got to ruin it for everybody. I know what you're saying. You still in the area, Casey, or even where are you at nowadays? Oh, really? Yeah, when they're going to the PORI and stuff. I know that feeling. Well, if you do get any gas, come on over. I don't know if you know, I've been cleaning up the shop. I got my hands on an old trailer, and I've been, as I told my youngest today, I'm getting the main part looking good and putting the two deal stuff in another spot. Yeah, the price of scrap is down. The cost of production oil, a barrel of oil is down, but we're still paying like it's costing. Yeah. Mom Bear got to go do some Christmas shopping for the grandkids, and thank God for a thrift store. That's where we went. Oh, crap, Casey. Yeah. Well, I didn't know we had bird flu again. They're killing off a bunch of birds around our area again. Our one gas station in town closed. Now they're making a coffee shop slash alcohol store. Gonna be a lot of hot toddies in that place, huh? Oh, I tell you. And I don't know about your guys' area, but have you noticed about every bigger town around us is all of a sudden now put in 1 to 2 alcohol stores in them? Hmm. Really? Yeah, tweet. I know. If I mean, yeah, that hasn't been talked about much, but yeah, they're killing off a bunch of birds around here. You got that right, Casey. Well, it's commercialized it so bad it ain't even what it's supposed to be about anymore. I mean, yeah, presents are nice, but that wasn't the meaning. I'm just curious. 289 here. Well, I tell you, when I opened the electric bill for here, I about had a cow. Oh, I was on the phone with them the next day. I'm like, what in the blank happened? Oh, somebody filled in for somebody and they didn't credit the accounts right. I'm like, oh, okay. Otherwise, for this shop, it was almost $400. I'm like, oh, hell no. No, it's not near as bad, but still bad enough, but not that bad. Yeah. Like most of my 12-volt batteries are going to take a charge and work, but like you said, old man, in a few days, that'll tell me how they do. So, yeah. 200 a month a year round. Well, the problem with our RAC here, everybody around us is cheaper, and our rates are almost double the triple everybody around us. You got a diesel heater and so all you're running is lights in your. My shop's total electric here, and it cost me over $215 last month for a little 24 by 30, and that's keeping her at 68 to 70 degrees. Jesus, Casey. You should have like a $50. Oh, wait, they probably got. You're in the rural area, right? Or are you in town? Because if you're in the rural on REC, they got to charge you a meter charge, service charge, transformer charge, this charge, that charge. What the hell? Never used to. I found electric bills from when my dad first bought this farm. This is going to make you guys sick. Electric bills for the month of running this farm when my dad bought this place. $3.41 for a month of electricity to run a farm. And they made money then. Yeah. Rural, okay. So most of your cost is actually probably having the meter and everything else and the line surcharge and all that and delivery fridge, delivery charge. Reading Camper's mic and call it a. Wow. Hello? My live show. Yeah. I'm seriously, with all the wood I've got laying out back, I'm ready to uh, get me and with all the room I'm getting in here, I'm about ready to take the corner of the shop and fire protect it and put me a wood stove in here. Oh yeah. 4 gallons a week? Shit, that's cheap. Why? I can't understand why your electricity cost is so crazy. That's just, yeah, you should have the cheapest living going on right there, living in your camper, Casey. You should. My problem is I can't stand the smell of diesel anymore. Mike, you got many years to go yet, buddy. You're not going to check out that soon. So you're going to Harbor Freight, didn't huh, Casey? Woo. Wow. I want to check something here. See why that could be a problem. Ah. Hey, Misfit, how you doing? All right, old man. Nice seeing you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I just put my hands on this batteries. I want to see what the difference is. Okay, this battery over here, it's cool touch. It's 88 degrees. Wow, what's wrong with that battery? 109 degrees is this battery right here. Oh, up there it's 123 degrees. Wow. Why is that back? This battery, let's see. Same spot. 100. This side 94. So this battery is 100. It's hot. 126 degrees. 127. Wow. That's not good. Let's see if it's even got a good charge in it. Guess that's one of those batteries you don't leave charged when you're not around, huh? Let's see. There must be a bad cell in there. Just running that little bit down to 100, 106. Yeah. Oh, okay, Misfit. Yeah, I'm not throwing that one. Yeah, that one's up. Where is it? Yeah. Oh. And it's one that's glued together, so I can't open it up. Very easily open it up. It can be done, but there you go. Must be a hot bean in that one. I think I'm going to set that on something metal tonight. Just to be safe. Oh, you missed Mike. I don't know. Were you here when I threw the other two? Oh, man. Oh, that's not bad. Cooled off. Oh, okay. Yeah, my short-term memory sucks. So what have you been up to, Misfit? Dang it. I don't know if our buddy down in Florida, I got to call him tomorrow, see how he's doing. If he recovered or if he moved out of there. Oh, Vinny, if you're watching, let me know. Get a hold of me. Family's doing good. 3 days ago, Squirrel had the 24-hour bug. I might have had the 24-hour bug because I woke up very hot this morning. That don't sound like fun, Misfit. We need to go back to the days if you crossed the wrong wire on an old fridge, you got lit up. Yeah, the good old days. Okay, Casey, we should be here for a while yet. He even did manage to find me what I got, 5 or 6 of the old Chevrolet script valve covers. I got some of those laying here yet. Oh, did you? Oh boy. Okay, Mike. Uh huh. Let's see. There you guys go. That's what he said. That would make me listen to metal. No, I hadn't seen that, Casey. Nope. I can remember helping Dad pull some of those old deep freezes out of the people's basement back in the day. Weighed as those old international deep freeze, those damn things weighed as much as the damn real tractor. Pretty bad when you got six big guys and a chain and rope and a pickup outside somebody's basement to pull the thing up the stairs. I did work the back of our house. I found they must have been trying to take one out of our house, and when the stairs collapsed, they just buried it. That was a nice surprise digging along, and all of a sudden you pull up this great big old deep freeze. Was that a deep freeze or a furnace? That might have been a furnace. I don't remember. Let's see. Ah, oh, that one charged up. Let's see. See how that one. Oh yeah, I think that was. Okay, good. I got me some 12-volt batteries to use with my little impact driver. I gotta put this thing back on the charger. Hey James, how you doing? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, Casey. Six bodies. uh, oh, those caddies, I think you could get, if they were small, you could get about 12 in them, those. Just hopefully you didn't take them out to Lake Mead because they're all coming to the surface. Yeah. Well, Mikey, I've even had good luck with these. This version. Okay, Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, maybe she was trying to tell you something. Remember this one that went through the car fire? Still working. Just don't look the prettiest anymore. This is what it was supposed to look like. Let's see. There you go. There's the same comparison of me. Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it, Matt? Out of everything I've had, we got a chain here called Baumgars. And yeah, they warranty their tools pretty good, what they got there. But I was making a trip there once or twice a week, replacing what I was breaking. And I got a buddy that was really good at testing tools. If you wanted to know if it was going to last, if it lasted 5 minutes with him, you got a good one. And when I come home with the first time of getting some Snap-on stuff for that, he goes, let me see. It was a swivel 18 for taking the boxes off the truck. He said, I'll have it destroyed in about 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I figured. He actually went to town and he got all the bolts out of the bed, didn't have one slip, didn't have no problem. He goes, that one was pretty good. And that's what kind of sold me, is when you didn't break tools while you're using them. Hey, for what you do, actually, you can't have too many plows, can you? So, yeah, for this go through the wire and still work, that really surprised me. So, never did get the tool sets out of the back of that car because they were melted in. Dude, it's still bright. Still makes you see spots. How's everybody ready for this year to be over? Napa, Ace Hardware. And there's somewhere else I can't think. Yeah, old Bronco, that's got a good old full frame on it. That should hold up pretty good. Oh, Lowe's. Yeah, that's it. Lowe's. Kind of a little leery what's coming this next year. But well, our snowstorm we had a couple of days ago, well, it wasn't even actually a real snowstorm, but more of a ground blizzard than anything. A 26-year-old gal, which is the same age as my oldest, just got married, and weather related, she ended up going across the center line head on into a semi. Yeah. Now your dog will be like, fresh chicken. Yeah, it's just. Well, I'm really thinking about, and one of these Monte Carlos I got sitting here, we're going to put together this coming year. one way or another, hell or high water. And the Camaro will be finished up too. Oh, really? Lowe's is that picky, huh? Now maybe check with Napa or something. Oh, poor thing. That wasn't running right. Being younger and starting out, Sears was the place to go. You would have told us back then that Sears was going to go under someday. I would have never believed it. Yeah. And I've reached out and tried to get in hold of one of our old fellow YouTubers, but I think he might have passed on because can't get nothing out of him. He was on dialysis and a bad diabetic and was going blind, so I really hope he hasn't checked out, but no response. I don't even know if his phone number is still his phone number, and if it is somebody else's, they ain't even kind enough to tell me no, it's not his phone number anymore. So remember the old Montgomery wards or monkey wards or gambles? I got my dad's old half it and Gamble's drill. It's a hell of a drill. Yeah, I just kind of got thinking one of those days, boy, I hadn't heard from him, so I've reached out and tried getting a hold of him, and no luck. I know the last he was living in a homeless shelter, so I don't know. I almost thought about researching, see if I can find the two new cells, put new cells in this. The old very first cordless screw gun, when I bought that, my mom and dad like, why'd you waste your money on that? And guess what? Who used it the most? My mom and dad. God, this thing had a lot of torque. And then if the battery died, you had this function. You lock the collar and then you use it like a screwdriver. Oh, yeah, the old Montgomery wards, catalogs. But yeah, I've opened it up. If I could find a couple of sales or somebody to replace the cells with something. What did it even say? It was, I mean, I got the charging station and everything for it. And I think I paid a whole whopping $15 for this thing, brand new. Old Skill Corporation. At the good old days. I don't even know. I can't remember if you didn't have that locked. I mean, this thing had some torque. That thing had some torque to it. And then, yeah, I think the gear's still locked. Oh, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the lock is broke. I don't know. And back then, that was living high too, wasn't it, Misfit? Hmm. Oh, still dead. No. Battery. Actually, I think I took the batteries out of that now that I think of it because they were starting to come apart. But yeah, that was quite the tool back in the day. Huh? Here's another racket. I found this old watch cleaning up the other day out here. I'm like, that's kind of a nice old watch. I took the gamble, went to Walmart. The battery, I damn near couldn't see it. I mean, it's small. It's a little small battery. Little itty bitty battery. Number 2 pencil's bigger around than that battery was. $7 for that little bitty battery. I know. Could have bought a brand new watch for $9.99. Looked at them. And by the time I would have got one with those plastic bands, do not last. And by the time I would have got one with a metal band that fit the watch, the $7 battery was pretty cheap. It still works. Yep, jewelry. Yeah. I never thought about Dollar Tree. I opened it up. I couldn't even read the numbers on the battery, so let somebody else do it. Somewhere around here, I've got that yet. That was a handy. Huh. I gotta quit thinking about stuff. 4A batteries. Are you dead? Yeah. That's why I was wondering how long this watch battery was going to last. As no, Mama Bear had taken one watch in. The first battery they put in didn't work. So they tried doing a second one, and that still didn't work. So I figured the watch was junk. Yeah. Huh. Wonder what that old computer was. Oh, I remember what that one is. Well, let's see. When I was lucky enough to get some toys, I got the $6 Million Man once. I had an electric train set. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money around here, and I used to get so disappointed. Everybody asked me what I want for Christmas, and those catalogs would show up and have these little toys and all this neat stuff, and this and that. I made Christmas lists, and then finally one year I quit making Christmas lists because well, what do you want for Christmas? Why ask for anything I want for Christmas? Because you never have gotten me anything I wanted. So I didn't do a whole lot of that. All right, Sean, you get feeling better too. Oh wow, that should save you. I had the occasional Erdl tractors and that stuff, and a few Tonkas, but otherwise, yeah, I never got to get a lot of that stuff. Oh yeah, the old Daisy BB guns or the Red Rider. The Red Rider. I had one of those that I found and had to clean it up and rebuild it and fix it. I remember being a kid and like finding old tools like this. Uh, and you used to be able to write the company. They would send you a parts list along with the prices. You'd be able to call them up and order them. Now, most companies, when they're done making the tool, I mean, these were tools old from the 30s and 40s that I was buying stuff up into the 80s for. Can't do that anymore. You were putting Facebook. Oh, jeez, Mike. Yeah, some of our first woodworking. Remember the old Wind Power Tool Company? Let's see. Well, oh yeah, that's right. Oh, good God, misfit. The old Wind Power Tools. I was kind of getting on a first name basis through letters with them. I mean, you'd send off the letter, and then about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks later, you'd get your parts. Surprised I was ever. I remember my parents got mad at me because I never had the patience waiting for the parts. That's a good question, Mike. Yep. When they first come out, I wanted the Commodore 64 computer so bad. Nope. Oh, wow. Yeah, most of my stuff is gone. Actually, I don't think I got any of my stuff left from when I was a kid. Thieves got into the farm here, 23 years ago, going on 23 years ago. Thieves got in here. 22 years ago. No, yeah, it was 21 years. Yeah, Crystal was almost born out here that day. So that's 21 years ago. Oh, Red Rocket, yeah. Now, basically, all I got left from being a younger guy is my dad's grinder. Is that old drill of his? Hang on, I'll get that. I know where that's at. I'll show you guys that old Gamble's drill. Ouch. I like using this drill when I'm honing blocks too. It's got about the right speed to it. The only problem is you don't want to use a rigid hone or anything with it and go too far on the too far. There's the old Gamble's Artesian Industrial half-inch drill. This thing has 540 RPM or something like that. And I'll guarantee you, if the drill bit didn't break, you let go and hope the cord had come unplugged. I seen this thing lift my dad. Hell of a damn drill. ain't got an outlet close. Don't do that. I'll lose the internet. Any outlets left close. But yeah, this thing here, I've put a new cord in it. And I learned one thing with these old metal tools. Don't pinch your ground cord. Yeah. That'll give you a tickle you won't forget. God, Mike. Oh, SpaceX, yeah. Yeah, I also found out with the old Black & Decker saw. You remember those old, you could convert your circular saw into a table saw, folding bench. You could put your router, jigsaw, and all that and have all that in it. We had a few of those. And tried working in the basement, and our basement in our house was a little damp. I had just rebuilt the circular saw. There again, grabbed a hold of the blade to do something in the basement. I got loose of it. Yeah. Took that saw out. I went upstairs, damn pissing mad. Mom and Dad's like, what's going on? Nothing. I went out to the shop, took that saw apart. Yeah, pinched the hot wire. And the thing about it is, my dad's like, well, I just used that saw. I didn't get buzzed. Yeah, I said, but you weren't in the wet basement either. Oh, yeah. I unfortunately know what you're talking about, Misfit. My dad, I'll have to, maybe next week I'll show you, and I'll have it dug out and I'll show you. I got a welder that probably weighs about 400 pounds of copper in it. I mean, the old crank up welder, stick welder. Yeah. One day I was welding something, and my dad would not get new leads for that thing. The coating's coming off on my dad's philosophy. Well, as long as you don't let them touch one another, you're good to go. Yeah, right, Dad. The ground was dry, but all I know is I was kneeling down welding something. I don't know if on the race car or what. And and I'm welding. I'm like, what's that? I'm like looking around. I thought one of my buddies was messing around with me, picking on me. Went down the weld again. I must have moved, and I got through the dry dirt of the dirt, and I made a ground right quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 220 volts. Yeah. I shot up off the ground. Cable went flying one way, and I started cussing my dad. I went in and shut off the welder. He says, what are you doing? I said, I'll be back in about an hour. I went up to the next town, and I walked in, and I bought some new cables, new ends, new everything. Come back, put them together. My dad's like, why'd you waste money on that? Well, guess what? A couple of days after using welder, Dad's like, well, that is kind of nice. You don't get zapped anymore. My dad got me one time with my Monte Carlo, my 76 Monte Carlo. Remember those HEI distributors? He got me one time with that. I was trying to find a miss, and it's in there just going zap, zap, zap. I dropped the spark plug wire. My dad's like, what are you afraid of? He reached in, grabbed the wire, and it's zapping his hand, put it back on. I'm like, oh, if Dad can do it, I can do it. So I went to do the next one. That spark hit me. My arm went limp down along the side. I'm cussing him out. My dad's rolling up, damn near rolling on the ground, laughing his ass off. I don't know what was with my dad. He could grab a hold of the HEI distributor. That zap didn't bug him. Electric fence didn't bug him. Yeah. He had me convinced one time, don't let the metal bar touch the ground. Just go between the electric fence. Yeah, halfway through, I got zapped. He said, where are you going? I said, I'm going around the damn building. I ain't going through that fence. Oh, my dad was an unreal cuss. If I would have had the shop like I have now with everything we got, and my dad was around, my dad should have been a tool making engineer. Well, that I could do. I didn't have a problem with that, Mike. Yeah, yeah. My arm just, I'm like, slurring my speech, and yeah, he just was, he, if he needed a tool, he would go into the shop and make it. I had some other little things that he made, but somebody else must have liked them even more than I. They've disappeared, but he made his own head gate for working cattle. One time he ran something through the chopper, it bent something, and he was trying to figure out. He wouldn't go buy a porter power, but he took a few chunks of metal and made a spreader and heated that up and straightened out the. He made it all. Well, I've seen buddies of mine piss on the same fence and got dropped to the ground. But yeah, my first lift plate, and I still got. Oh, I still got that, and I was, and back in the day, engine lift plates. Back when I was racing, cost $5. Sounded like a lot of money back then. Pretty cheap compared to now. And I kept wanting to get one, and my dad come and asked me some questions, and I thought, boy, that's kind of strange about him. About 20 minutes later, he come walking out. He said, "Here, this work?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Dad, that'll work." He made my first lift plate. He took a tractor tire chain loop, put it on there. He says, "I made this part. You figure out where to put the holes." I'm like, "That's cool." Then when I was doing transmission work, I needed a special compressor. Now, speaking of that, I had one. Anyway, and my dad looked at it and he's, "Don't buy that." And next day he walked out and there sat on the bench, homemade little compressor, which now I don't know where the hell that's at. But yeah. Young and dumb. Good times. Yep. Yeah, for the low. Yep. He made that and whoop. I know that's around here somewhere. I gotta find that. So yeah, my dad was always making stuff, or and I guess his reasoning behind not going in the mass producing, he just wanted to make enough money to take care of his family. He didn't want to be big and famous. He just wanted to be able to take care of his family. I'm like, nope. Yep, threaded rod in the pinch. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I know when the hell they passed out the memo about getting hurting like this when you get older. I'd like to find out who was supposed to pass that memo and go beat him over the head with a cast iron skillet. Just, oh. It happened at a school not too far from here, which is now closed. Remember when they used to do the safety classes about using acetylene torches, and they'd come in with those little balloons, fill them up, and boom, yeah. Lytton, Iowa. Safety instructor had been there teaching you, hey, don't do that, and they'd blow that little balloon up like that, and that was a pretty good boom inside those shops. So the shop teacher had left the class, and the students over there decided, if a little balloon like this makes a big boom, what's a balloon about 3 foot in diameter with full of acetylene do? It remodels the school shop. They blew that balloon up to about 3 foot full of pure acetylene. And one of the guys took a hot rod, touched it. Shopkeeper sure was coming back, and he wondered what the hell was going on when the shop door went flying past him. All the windows left the building in the shop. The kid that touched the balloon and blew his eardrums out. The one that was holding it got some burns, and the other kids that were in there, they were knocked down. But yeah, the big shop door was pushed 3 foot out, and all the windows were gone out of the shop. Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah. Needless to say, those kids didn't do that again. Got in trouble, yeah. Or you take. Then I had a buddy with a welding shop one night. They got bored. They'd do acetylene, you plastic caps off the spray paint cans. They'd set them on the edge of the bench, get a little room, and blow a little acetylene up in there. And somebody'd go over there with a hot iron. Boom! They launched a couple of those right through the ceiling of their shop. The plastic caps off the spray paint cans, just straight up. I'm like, you goofy. I looked at him. I said, one of these days you're going to blow your shop up. Yeah, they didn't. They all died before they did that. But I want to play with. I should get my hands on some tannerite this summer and play with that. I know we did that one time out here, and there's an old boat somebody dumped out here, and guy put some tannerite on that. Well, the boat wasn't there after he got done. Oh, wow. Well, when I went through automotive diesel mechanics, I can remember a kid behind us say, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." That caught my attention. Yeah, next thing we know, they revved her up a couple of times on the class, and then the instructor had a rule was if your diesel ran away, if you want to fail the course, walk away. If you didn't want to fail, you stay there and shut that damn thing down. Yeah, that trust me, I know what I'm doing. The third time they cracked that throttle on that diesel, wham! Yeah, the kid that said that trust me, I know what I'm doing was the first one to run out of that shop area. His team stayed there. Everybody's trying to shut it down. They got like 6 pairs of ice grips squeezed on the fuel line, and the one kid about punched me because I'm watching the engine temp. It's getting hot, and no radiators. They just had the water, so it just balanced back and forth. Well, I seen it start to spit, and I pushed him out of the way. That kid was going to come around and slug me, and the teacher grabbed him. He said, "Well, he just saved your ass. Leave him alone." And she started peeking the water out, and they're trying everything. They're trying to pull on the throttle. They're trying everything. One kid stuck his book up on the turbo. Well, hey, got a see-through book. Couldn't shut it down. And finally, the instructor had enough. I'm waiting for the rods to come out of this thing. It's revving so hard. Finally, the instructor went over. And after he did it, when I seen what he went to do, I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Grabbed the fuel line, pulled her out of the fuel tank. Yeah. Yeah, from what I heard back then, that was back in 87, 88. It cost that kid $1,200 to have the injection pump rebuilt because whatever screw he turned on it ruined the pump. Needless to say, he didn't pass the class either. Oh. Yeah. And then those old air start diesels. Oh, we had one of those in the class too. Everybody in the building knew when that thing fired up. Woo! Scared the shit out of you. Be in the middle of class taking a test, that thing fire up. I don't care how concentrated you were, you heard it. Yeah. Oh yeah, if they get in that oil, they're done. They're just seeing a video on TikTok. Somebody had their skid loader run away on them. I'm like, how do you even get a skid loader to run away on you? They did. And the funny thing is, somebody finally went in and turned the key off and shut off on that one. Oh, yeah. Well, the instructor told his one student one time, I guess if you don't know you done it, it doesn't hurt. But a kid had rested his hand. They were working on the motor. He just rested his hand, not thinking. By the turbo, he come back with a few stubs. Didn't feel it. Didn't know he did it until he seen the blood. Yeah, that was a mess. I guess that's one of those things. It doesn't hurt until you see it. So, yeah. It's amazing how some of the stuff we've been through, how we can be still alive to talk about it. Oh, I bet you I made a racket. Did it go until it come apart, or did you get her shut down? I kind of wish I'd bring back the old Monte Carlos and Cutlasses. Okay, Mike. Oh, well, yeah, over. Talk about a supersized hickey on your hand, huh? No, I've seen them empty full of fire extinguishers into a runaway diesel, and it just keeps on running. Oh, it didn't come apart. That's a hell of a built diesel then. Yeah, that too. The old 55, the 57, yes. Or, with the way the cost of vehicles going, what they need to start? They need to start re-popping. Like, there's a lot of good old trucks and there's a lot of good old vehicles that were full frames, that the frames are rotted. And Matt, you've had a couple of pickups where you would have benefited if you could have got a brand new frame and put under that. I mean, they make everything else. Why not make some frames so we can save some of this stuff? Because the way this world's going and you want to repurpose stuff, I think we need to start rebuilding what we have instead of continuously making new that nobody can afford. Oh, fun. Yeah. Did that to my dad's pickup one time. Put her in the ditch, in a snow-filled ditch upside down. Yeah, pull out the plugs, crank her over, and you got oil. It's amazing how far oil shoot out of those little holes. That's right. Yeah, I know that was a good truck. I mean, just like Snowball, I'm gonna probably end up putting a different frame. Well, actually, I got a crazy idea. I'm thinking about looking at the parts truck I got and cut along the factory weld and splice the back half on, put a better back half on Snowball, and put her together that way, which might be something. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've spliced something like that. So I don't know. Other than grade truck, well, that's why I hope I can get my blaster working this summer. Clean up that frame or take that frame. Well, nah, for the price that guy quoted me, I'll get that frame prep, take it down to him, have him blast it, prep it, and bring her back and get it painted. Yeah, your Tundra's got a long ways to go yet. Well, guys, Mike, you got a long ways to go too. Well, guys, I think we've been at this for 3 hours and 17 minutes already. So, all right, Misfit. I no longer own the dually. About 4 weeks ago, I got to pay bills or high water. And the dually's gone. I just kind of did that as a memory in that one. Already missing it. Lowest mileage truck, best truck I had, and first one I had to get rid of. Hey, Wayne. Good night. Sorry, high water. So, yeah, it's gone. Trying to hold on to what's left, so. Anyway, everybody, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you hopefully this before next weekend. And, I guess next Sunday's Christmas, so everybody have a Merry Christmas. Right, Mike? I know what you're saying. Gas bill, yeah. It adds up way too fast. So, all right, everybody. Stay safe. Have a good Christmas. And catch y'all. I don't know if we'll be here next Sunday night or not since it is Christmas. So, I might come on and say hi to everybody for a little bit and then we'll go. So, otherwise, if I don't see you next weekend, I guess see you next year, huh? Be the next Sunday. So, all right, everybody. Y'all take care.